Hey boys and girls, it's Mrs. Murphy and I'm here to help you learn how to make equal groups. Today's lesson is an Indiana lesson. That means that when you are doing your assignments, you will find these pages at the end of your math workbook. Let's start by talking about what you're going to learn today. By the end of today, you will be able to separate items into two equal groups. Repeat after me. I can separate items into two equal groups. Let's try that all together. I can separate items into two equal groups. Great job. Let's talk a little bit more about what that means. Your brain might be wondering, but what does it mean to be equal? That's a great question. When something's equal, it means they are the same. In this picture, you should see 3 pieces of candy in this circle and 3 pieces of candy in this circle. Those groups are equal because they have the same number of candy. You might want to find equal groups when you're trying to share things in a fair way. If I had all of these candies to share with a friend, it would only be fair if we had an equal number of candies. If I kept 5 for myself and only gave my friend 1, that wouldn't be fair because we wouldn't have the same number. Let's get a little bit more practice with making equal groups. Now, Halloween just passed, so it's the perfect time to think about sharing candy. On my screen, you see 6 candy corn. I want to share them into 2 equal groups. So I went ahead and made 2 boxes to show how I share them. 1 box could be for me to keep, and 1 box could be for me to share with my friend. If I want to share equally, I need to take turns putting 1 piece of candy in my box, 1 piece of candy in the other box, like this. I would move 1 candy at a time until all of the candies are moved. Once all of the candies are moved, I would have equal groups. I can check that they're equal by counting. 1, 2, 3. That box has 3 candy corn. Let's check this one. 1, 2, 3. That box has 3 candy corns. They are the same. Now, as mathematicians, it is our job to be able to write this down so that we can remember what we did. But this can be kind of tricky to write because you can't actually move candy corn on a piece of paper unless you have the candy. So I'll show you how we could do that. Here's my picture again with 6 candy corn in 2 boxes. This time, instead of moving the candy corn, I'm going to just draw a counter in the box to represent the candy corn. So instead of moving this 1 piece, I'll draw a counter, and then I'll draw an X on the candy corn, like this, to show that I've counted it. So I drew this counter and X'd out this one to show that it's accounted for. Then I would continue, Xing a candy corn, drawing a counter, Xing, counter, Xing, counter, all the way until I got through all of my candy. It's important that you use all of the candy corn because we want to share all of them equally. This was a different way of doing it, but now I still have 3 in both boxes. That's an equal share. Now, let's get some practice doing this together. Go ahead and turn to page IN19. Remember, the Indiana lessons are at the back of your workbook. If you need to, pause the video and press play when you're ready to do it with me. If you are ready, let's get started. So this page says, for number 2 with the apple, put the fruit into 2 equal groups. Draw pictures in the boxes, and then write how many are in each group. So let me get my pen ready so I can draw. All right, here we go. Okay, so I have 2 bananas here. I don't want to draw bananas because that could take a long time. Plus, I don't have a lot of space in the box. So I am going to draw counters. I'm going to start by drawing one. Let's make that a little smaller. Let's see. I'm going to start by drawing one counter in this box to represent this banana. I'll exit to show it's done. Then I'm going to draw one counter in this box to represent this banana, and then I'll exit. I'm all out of bananas. Now I can check if they're equal. This box has one, this box has one. They're equal. Next to the box, you're going to write the number 1 to show how many is in each box. If you need to, pause the video so you can finish getting caught up, and then we'll go on to number 3. Number 3 is the same question. Put the fruit into 2 equal groups. Draw pictures in the box, and then write the number to show how many. What should I draw in the box instead of apples? If you said counters, kiss your brain. We want to draw counters because it's just quicker. After I draw a counter for an apple, what should I do to the apple? You're right, I should X them out. Look, 1 counter, 1 apple. Now let's take turns drawing 1 in each box and Xing them off as we go. As I'm doing this, you can do it with me. Remember, there should be 1 counter to represent each apple. All right, there are no more apples. I'm done sharing. Now I can check if they're equal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both boxes have 4 counters. They're equal. Go ahead and write the number 4 next to each box so we know how many's in the box. Great job. Now, let's see. Let's go on to your homework assignment. Your homework assignment should be the next page, page IN20. You're going to be putting the items into equal groups. For number 4, you're going to put the milk cartons into 2 equal groups, then draw a picture to show, and then write the number to show how many. Number 5 is a little bit tricky. You're going to put the sandwiches into 3 equal groups this time. Draw a picture and write the number next to each box. When you do number 5, just make sure you're taking turns putting 1 into each of the 3 boxes. I think you'll do a great job with that. All right, don't forget when you're done, take a picture and put it on Seesaw so I can see. All right, everybody, that's all for today. You guys did a wonderful job. I'll see you later.